بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد. I've read more than one question on the same topic, studying Tarikh, history. So do the Hanabila have a particular manhaj or methodology or curriculum for studying Tarikh? This is one question. I think another question is Hanbali curriculum studying Tarikh, same thing. Yes, more than one question actually that requests a Hanbali curriculum for Tarikh. There is no such thing like Hanbali curriculum. Tarikh, I'm not sure. Some people think that the Hanbali madhab has branches, like we have a special way of studying every ilm. If I gave you this impression, I'm really sorry, but I didn't mean to do so. I've only mentioned that there is a Hanbali madhab in usul al-hadith, like Hanbali madhab in usul al-fiqh, Hanbali madhab in usul al-hadith. Even when we talk about the Arabic language itself, we do not say Hanbali madhab in the Arabic language, but we say, the Hanbali way of thinking is influenced by this school in the Arabic language, but not the other school. This is the way. But there's no Hanbali curriculum of studying Tarikh or so. However, some people asked me to talk about the importance of studying Tarikh. In my opinion, I've talked about this before. I said that Tarikh is important, history is important. Yeah. Islamic history, importance of studying Islamic history. There is no Hanbali curriculum, as I said. The importance of studying Islamic history comes from the importance of studying ulum al-hadith. You see Ibn Hajar, Shaykh al-Islam, Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani radiyallahu anhu, he puts two things together in one phrase, one sentence actually. He's talking about the fact that the person who studies ulum al-hadith is called a muhaddith, and the person who studies tarikh is called akhbari, and the word akhbari comes from al-akhbar, reports, narrations, reports, akhbar. This is really important. When you see that at Tarikh, it's like the other, or the I can't say that like the counterpart, but it's the other side, or the other face of the same coin, something like this. Especially when you see the methods they use in analyzing historical reports, it gives you insight as a muhaddith. I think a very good muhaddith is definitely a person who studied the Tarikh, and it's not a coincidence that a lot of the great muhaddithin were actually historians. Yes, and great Hanbali scholars were actually historians. A seerah is a branch of history. You see? And it widens your horizons, the study of history. It shows you that it's not the Albani way of dealing with al-hadith, authentic versus or accepted versus rejected. And if al-hadith is not hasan, then it's weak, then it's treated the same way the fabricated hadith is treated. The study of history is really important. I think people have to read Ibn Khaldun's book, his introduction to his history, and his history if you can, but his introduction to the history. There are some Hanbali books on history. If you find them, read them. Hanbali books, I mean by Hanbali authors. This is what I really mean. But you will have to do the important things first. You have to study the biography of Imam Ahmad first, the seerah of the Prophet ﷺ first. These things have to come first. Yes. and then you read Ibn Khaldun's introduction. I think we have in our plan we have it. We have the abridgment, maybe. I'm not sure whether we will read the English abridgment or the original one in Arabic, while I offer like quick translation while explaining the text. But I think it's very important. And people think that studying history is just a waste of time. History and literature are essential for a muhaddis and for a scholar in general. Let me see if there is anything else on history. One of the students, he thinks of the madhab as something that is completely separated from the world, from the other madhab and their scholars. He says branches of the Hanbali madhab. He thinks of the Hanbali madhab as a big thing, which is true. It's a big thing. It has branches. For every discipline, there is a Hanbali way of doing it. There are Hanbali influences, but there is no specific Hanbali way of doing everything. If I'm afraid that this is a very bad way of thinking about the madhab. I'm afraid it can lead to some sort of extremism that we do not need now. We have so many problems, and this is not one of the problems that we want to encounter now. Yeah, be careful, please. Curriculum of Hanbali Tasawwuf. Hanbali Tasawwuf means the Qadiri Tarikh. I do not want to entertain people by talking about curriculums anymore. We've already done the important curriculums. When it comes to Tasawwuf, take the first step. Go study the Wasiyya of Shaykh Islam al-Muwaffaq. Everyone who's listening to this, we have a course that we offered before, but if you find it anywhere else, طبعا you have to consider the Shaykh who's giving this. This is a very sensitive matter. Al-Wasiyya by Shaykh Islam Muwaffaq ad-Din ibn Qudam. This is a very good introduction, and it's very beautiful. And it's not like a matn or anything. It's full of stories, analogies, and concepts, principles. The way of Muwaffaq ad-Din ibn Qudam, it's not a matn in al-fiqh like al-Muqna', for instance. Yeah? So begin with this. And if you do this, then let's talk about the next step. Curriculum of Hanbali Ulum al-Quran and Tafsir. So Hanbali Ulum al-Quran. This is not a good way. And the tafsir is something that you study when you finish most of the disciplines, or you reach a good level in most of the disciplines. There is no Hanbali thing for Ulum al-Quran or Tafsir. I'm not going to answer this. Curriculum for Hanbali study of Arabic literature. Hanbali study of Arabic literature. No. You just study Arabic. You study literature. English, Arabic, any language. Go study literature. We suffer because people do not study literature enough. I found that it's a good start to begin with Al-Uqbari's explanation on the poems of Al-Mutanabbi. A good start for English speakers. This is what I meant. For English speakers, study the Hanbali madhab with us in al-madrasa. It's a very specific group of audience that we target. Yeah? But anyone can benefit from what we offer. I selected it with these people in my mind. So the Sharh of Al-Uqbari on the Diwan of Al-Mutanabbi, and we started it. But if you just read literature, you will make me really happy. Hanbali curriculum for Sira. Just study Sira. No, again, I'm just repeating myself. We talked about Islamic history, short biographies of important Hanbali scholars. Go read. And do not say short or long. Do not dictate anything. You are just a student. If compared with what you can be, this is I'm talking to every student in general. If compared with your potential when it's achieved, you are a very stupid person, uneducated, intellectually inferior. And unless you are really lucky, foolish. Right now, if compared with what you can be. I'm not even comparing you with someone else. Important Hanbali scholars who were Sufiya and carried ulum of tasawwuf from Imam Ahmad rahimahullah to our times. Like he's being as specific as a Greek logician defining the wing of a fly. يا أخي الكريم, repent to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I think, can I say that something is pretentious? I do not want to call him pretentious. English speakers try to figure out what I really mean by this. I want to call the thing itself pretentious, obnoxious. I'm not sure if these adjectives can describe something, not someone. Do not do this again. I think this is everything that I wanted to cover on this idea of curriculums and these things. People really enjoy talking about curriculums, yeah? This is enough for one video, inshallah, and let's answer the rest of the questions later in another video. Wallahu ta'ala a'la wa a'lam, wa salli lahum ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam, walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.